Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the chat. Come on in. Come on through, Primetime Squad. I think I'm going to call y'all PT Squad. How that sound? PT Squad. Primetime Squad or PT Squad? I'm still working on it. Somebody had suggested me calling our group, our platform, Primes. I wasn't feeling that. Primes. Hey Candace, what's up? How you doing? How you feel about, for my primetime platform, our little platform being called Primetime Squad or PT Squad? I'm trying to think of songs out there who, got different names. There's Club Chat, there's the Stars, there's the WGQs, there's AT-Aliens, Winos. I mean, it's so many. The teacups. So I don't know. I'm still working on it. But yeah, I'm doing good. I got a chance to. I always got a piece of hair in my eye when I go live. Not until I go live do I always have a piece of hair in my doggone eye. But anyway, I got a chance to watch Queen Sugar. We are on season 4, episode 2. So if you guys, had a chance to watch Queen Sugar, it came on the other night. So if you, got any comments to say about anything we discuss, or if you want to put something in the comment, that you want me to discuss, please feel free. Make sure you guys come on in and like the video. Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up are very, very important for YouTube creators because that's what YouTube uses besides views. They use thumbs up as well. When they put your product out there, put your videos out there, as Brother Jay would say. But yeah, so the last episode of Queen Sugar, it was called I No Longer Imagine. Now, most of this episode was dealing with the reaction from everybody who happened to check out Nova's book. We had saw how at the end of the last episode, Nova, she had went around, she had handed, out manuscripts for her book to her brother, Ralph Angel, aka Ra, to her sister, Charlie. She snuck one to her Aunt Vi's office, didn't hand it to her personally. She snuck one to her, and then, she was, she snuck one in her Aunt Vi's office. Hollywood, he knew immediately that something was wrong. When he saw Nova at the diner, at, Vi's new diner, and she was discussing her book that had just, been finished, been edited, and everything ready to go on the shelves, he was like, how the heck you gonna tell everybody else, that your book is ready, about to hit the shelves, but you haven't told the family yet. You haven't informed the family yet. So he knew that something was up. Like, he knew that something was up, and he was asking her, what's in the book? What's in the book, Nova? Remember that, y'all? He was like, what's in the book? What's in the moon book? But she was like, you just gotta read it. But she told him, it was really hard for her to write all the stuff that was in the book. So I was anxious to get to this episode so we can find out what all she wrote in the book. We already knew for sure she was probably going to put stuff in there about her sister Charlie, and the incident when she had paid off the white girl that alleged that, that she was sexually assaulted or whatnot by her husband, her ex-husband Davis, and some of his fellow basketball teammates. So she had gave her some money, and basically just to save her husband's butt. That's what it was. And Nova put all that in the book, put other stuff in there about how he, was cheating on her. He was a philanthropist. Davis, he did a lot. He had a lot of relations outside of their marriage. He also has a baby. Did y'all forget about the baby? because we ain't talked about the date. They haven't even brought the baby up yet. So I'm like, did they take a blood test? Did they take a blood test? Because remember, at the end of last season, also, Micah, he had found out that, there was a possible baby, in the picture or whatnot. He was mad. He was pissed off. Jumped out of his dad's car and ran off. But they haven't hit on that subject yet. So I'm assuming that's also in the book as well. Nova also put in there, and I could not believe when she was talking about her brother Ralph Angel. I knew she was gonna put in there that, he's an ex-con. He went to prison. He had a baby, him and his girlfriend, well, ex-girlfriend now, his baby mama. They had a baby out of wedlock. So I knew he was going to put all that in there, but I did not think she was going to put in there that Blue was not his son. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember the emotional roller coaster that was going on when Blue found out that his son, when Ra found out that Blue was not his son, a while back, a couple of seasons back, Darla and them had broke up for a minute, just for a minute. She had ended up sleeping with somebody in her hometown because she left the farm, she left the country, she left Ra, and she went back to her hometown. Ended up messing around with some guy. It was like a fling. It was nothing big. It was a fling. But obviously she didn't use protection. She was on drugs. She was addicted to drugs at the time. She came back and not immediately, but kind of right away, they did start, having relations again. Her and Ra. So they hooked back up, got back together, tried to make it work. Bing, bam, boom. She has a baby on the way. And they just automatically assumed, Ra automatically assumed that it was his child. He automatically assumed Blue was his child. Darla, on the other hand, she received a lot of flack from his family. And that is for y'all who, probably haven't watched it from the very beginning or may have forgot. That is the main reason why Aunt Vi cannot stand Darla. Like, for one, Darla did not tell Ra that she had other relations, when she left. So he assumed when she got pregnant that it was his seed. She never said anything. It could be a possibility, maybe I should, we should need to sit down and talk. We was broke up. They was broke up. So it wasn't like she cheated on him, but she didn't tell him anyway. And then on top of that, Darla, she used to be on drugs. She used to be addicted to drugs really, really, really bad. She used to be addicted to drugs really, really bad. So, Aunt Vi, she still remembers all that. How everybody had to take Blue. Everybody had to raise Blue. And then, Ra went to prison. He got out. And then Darla, she starts to get herself together. She's off drugs. She finds a job. She gets a car. She tries to be mama again and tries to take Blue away from Ra. Didn't happen though. Didn't happen. He wasn't having that. So Nova went and put all this in the book. I could not believe it. And then you said, let you refill your glass. This sounds good. Yes, girl, that's a good TV show. Queen Sugar. It's on season 4. But if you got the time, and if you got, got either I think is it on Netflix? No, it's on Hulu. And if you got, cable or on demand, you can always go back and watch, the past season and stuff and whatnot and get fully caught up. But it's a great show. I'm telling y'all, it's a great show to binge watch. It's a great show to binge watch if y'all need to. And also, that reminds me, y'all need to binge watch if y'all haven't already got caught up on that other show that I'll be reviewing too, called The Handmaid's Tale, which is also on Hulu. But yeah, so she done put all this information in the book, and Roz like, you wasn't even like, okay, this is what I said last episode. I said she isn't even considering her Aunt Vi. Aunt Vi has lupus. She's been, all last season she was kind of sick. So far this season, we haven't seen her get sick, but I have a feeling. It's coming. Because she got lupus. But she didn't take into consideration her Aunt Vi, or Micah, her nephew Micah. Remember I said that last episode? Or her nephew Blue. Now, granted, Micah was out of town because he was on vacation, with his father. They was, out of town turning up or whatnot, on vacation. But he was like, you didn't even take my son's feelings, or, and she was like, Blue, he won't read it. Okay, the boy is very smart, first of all. He's very smart. He might still be in grade school. I think Blue was probably in the 1st or 2nd grade. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Blue is like in the 1st or 2nd grade. Now, this is in the country, in the woods, in the sticks. It's not a large town where they are. So, you get Arthur there who writes a book. The people in the town support the book. It's a small town. They start reading the book. They start seeing all this stuff that's in the book. Oh, darn. Ra, he's not the father of Blue? Oh, my God. The whole entire town thinks that's Blue's, that's Blue's dad, thinks Ra is his father. So when they find that out, just imagine their children in the house and they talking to their spouse or they mate about the book. And, sometimes we talk around kids when we shouldn't. We forget they there, or we, talk too loud or whatnot. I can see how easily and quickly the word can spread and appear end up right in Blue's classroom, right at school. So that's what Rob was trying to say. Like, you act like he ain't gonna find out. He wasn't ready to tell him. And then she's up there condemning him. Like, how you dare not tell your son that you're not his father? And if y'all been watching the show for a while, Blue is he's kind of sensitive. He even plays with dolls, which Ra he's cool with. He's cool with his son playing with dolls. Even though I think we had talked before about, I don't know. I said I was probably reaching. I might be reaching, but y'all can let me know how you feel. But I think Blue might end up gay. Y'all remember I said that, okay? Remember I said that. Because I really, really do. Just because the way he acts, how sensitive he is. He's not into sports. He's not into any kind of physical activities. Not saying all gay guys is not into physical activities, because we all know there are some guys out there who are on basketball teams and football teams and all that kind of stuff. But, he plays with dolls and everything, and you just gotta have watched it from the very beginning to know where I'm coming from. And it's not like it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, Blue is very sensitive, and if he was to find something out like that, and he cries a lot. He cries a lot. Boy, that would break his little heart. That would break his poor little heart. And the effect that it can take on a child, like, I know some people who have had children. So they thought they were their children. Come to find out years later, like when a child is almost grown, that is not their child. And that can be really, 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 detrimental to a relationship between somebody who thinks they have a dad and find out overnight that they don't have a dad. So anyway, we're going to see how that all pans out. But on top of that, Aunt Vi, she found out after she finally sat down and read the book that it's a little information there about her too, and about her brother Ernest, which is all the kids' father. Ra, Charlie, Nova. Ernest is their father, for y'all who aren't all the way caught up. But Ernest is the one who left them the farm, and they kept it in the family instead of selling it. They darn near lost it, but they're still trying to get all the percentages back to the farm right now, which I hope they do by the end of this season. But anyway, she had started reading the book, and I think what's going to be revealed to her is because she did start to read, and it says something about, my Aunt Vi, my uncle Jimmy, what the heck was his country name? Jimmy Dale? Jimmy Dale, okay, but that's Aunt Vi's ex-husband, and I don't know why, y'all. I don't know why, but I thought that man was dead. Man, I guess I was getting him confused with Ernest. I know the kids' fathers were dead. I know they was dead, but I was like, I could have sworn, but I guess they just got divorced because she did always say he left her with nothing, like literally nothing, no coins at all. And so she basically had to rebuild her life. And that's one of the main reasons why she's always been so hesitant to take money, or reluctant to take money from Hollywood. When he came into all that money from getting hurt out there in the waters on the oil rig or whatnot, and offered to buy her a truck for her cakes, offered to do this, offered to do that. She's like, no, because I don't want to owe you nothing, because that's how her ex-husband did her. Every time he did something really nice for her or something, it was like he would always shove it back up in her face. But, oh, hey, Diva Girl, thanks for joining the chat. Let's see what you said. You said, what the hell is going on with Nova? She is so foul for writing this about her family secret. I wonder if she put all her... Girl... Diva Girl, that's what I was wondering last episode. I was like, what is Nova gonna put in there about herself? When Nova, okay, after Charlie went off on her son Micah, oh my God, Micah almost didn't even recognize him when he got off the doggone plane. He got all that facial hair and the dreads and the twisties or whatever he got in his head. I was like, is that Micah? Like, dang, he was only gone for the summer. He came back looking like 2-3 years older. But anyway, he had gotten to a fight, and his mom Charlie went off on him because I think Charlie kind of is worried about him having more incidents with the police, because y'all remember what happened last time with the police, and that was not a really nice scene. But anyway, I think that's what she was getting at with him. But, after talking to his auntie, Charlie, she was like, what did she put in your head? So she stormed over to Nova's house, and she started reading off some of the stuff that Nova had said about her. I thought that was so foul. Like, thank you. She talking about, well, I put in the book that I sold weed, and that's basically all she said. She was like, okay, I did put a lot of that in there about y'all, and I told all y'all secrets and all y'all tea, but I did put in there that I sold a little weed. I was like, what the hell? That's all you can come up with, Nova? That's all you can come up with? Like, for real? Now, Miss Nova, y'all already know she's lesbian, which is nothing wrong with being a lesbian. But she put in there, she didn't put in there that she's a lesbian or bisexual or whatever, because she likes men, she likes women, then she likes men, then she likes women, then she likes both, then she like none. Nova don't know what the hell she want to do. And then she was a drug dealer, and then on top of that, she slept with married men. I'm like, I hope that's all in there too, with you up there selling drugs. But she didn't mention anything else about that. I mean, maybe she put it in there, but yeah, she said, I sold a little dime bag of weed. That's probably what she put in there. just a little bit. But she did also say in there that she was responsible for that one guy, going to jail. She did put that part in there, that she was, responsible for him going to jail. But still, I mean, that compared to what she did, like, okay, y'all remember Too Sweet, right? Y'all remember Too Sweet went to jail? And she tried to get Too Sweet out of jail, and then that eventually came to pass or whatnot. But still, selling some weed, compared to paying off a white lady to not for her husband to go to prison for sexual assault, which Charlie did. Her brother Ra going to prison. He's an ex-felon. His child is not his. His girlfriend was an ex-drug addict. I mean, Aunt Vi, her husband used to abuse her. I mean, mentally, physically abuse her. And I mean, so on and so on and so on. And then all she says is, I sold a little weed. She talking about I threw myself in there, Charlie, too. I put myself in there. I put, you know what I did in there. But when she started talking about Charlie, like all the names that she was calling her, did y'all think that maybe she might be a little jealous of Charlie? I don't know why I was starting to feel that way. That she might be a little jealous of Charlie. Just because how she was saying, you said Ms. Nova like to have fun. Yeah. Hey, Wrench. Hey, what's going on, Wrench? Thanks for stopping through for my little review of Queen Sugar. Thanks for stopping through. I see we got Diva. Oh, Princess Angel 2. I'm sorry. I didn't see you had commented. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming through. Make sure y'all hit up that like button, please. And thank you very kindly. You said Nova's a hot mess. She didn't put none of that in there. You welcome, Wrench. She didn't put none of that in there. And I was like, when she, all that stuff that she wrote in there about her sister Charlie, I kind of felt like she's maybe a little jealous. Maybe a little jelly. Maybe a little bit. Talking about she used her whiteness because, Charlie's mom is white, right? We all know that, right? That's why she's so light. And, Nova and Ra is, dark complexion. But talk about she used her whiteness to basically, get by life and to get over on people and to get her way. And, I was like, wow. Thank you. Yeah, she is. I do believe she is jealous. I really do. I don't know why, because the thing about it is, Charlie, from the very beginning of the show, remember how Charlie used to help everybody out? Charlie had a lot of money. Her husband was making a lot of money on the basketball team. So they was always helping out Ra, helping out Nova, helping out Aunt Vi. Everybody relied on Charlie and her husband's money to help them out when they was down. They even helped out Ra's ex-girlfriend when she was down. Yeah, like Charlie would complain now. She would complain like, dang, I just gave you $5,000 last month. Or dang, I just paid all the mortgage for the last 6 months. Or I paid the taxes last year. So, she would complain, but she did it. She did it. But to tell her that she's using her half whiteness to make moves, using it as a weapon to influence people, which, made her complacent in the continued oppression of black people, I was like, Nova, is that your sister or is that your enemy? I don't know. I was confused. Then she told them that she can't take the book off the shelf. Now, what's really going to hurt? A lot of that is hurting them already. They haven't even read the whole book. But I think what's really going to hurt is when Blue finds out that Ra's not his father, and when Micah finds out that his mother paid off that white lady that his father was accused of sexually assaulting. So I think that's really going to hurt right there. I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. What's up, The Real Brooklyn? Hey, how you doing? Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. I was just like, dang. Nova. She threw her family under the bus. Like, so bad. Yes, when Blue find out and Micah, And Micah, you know how Micah is. Micah is kind of like Charlie. They both are like, Micah's more like his mom than his dad. So Micah, he be trying to stand up for what he believes in, protest and all that kind of stuff. And I can see him going at Charlie, like, possibly even moving out. He done that before. So, we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, when Aunt Vi started reading the book, she was like, how dare she? Like, I can't believe that. And then what do y'all think about Jimmy Dale? Like, okay. Jimmy Dale. At the beginning of the show, when they showed that man pulled over to help that lady with her car because her car was broke down, she couldn't get it to start or whatnot, and he pulled over on the side of the road to assist her. And when he said that he's just passing through town to visit somebody that he used to know, did y'all kind of think that was I'm like, hold up. Is he coming to visit Vi? Is he coming to visit Hollywood? Is he coming to visit Raw? I was like, oh my God, this man seems like he don't mean no good. The way he was talking, like, oh, I'm just passing through to see somebody I used to know. I was like, oh man. And then when she said Jimmy Dale, and when he said at the end of the show, when he checked in the hotel, said his name was Jimmy Dale, I'm like, oh shit. What the hell is Jimmy doing back in town? I wonder if he found out that Vi got married, because he found out that she got a new, that she has a diner. He's up there, yeah, I heard that my old friend, or, has a diner and she's doing really well, and, whoop whoop whoop. So I'm wondering, did he find out she got married? Is he trying to come back to maybe get something from her, or take something from her, or try to get back with her? What y'all think? He just popped up out the blue. This is season 4, episode 2. He just popped up out the blue. Like, where you been, Jimmy Dale? You left her without nothing. You left her, she couldn't pay her bills. I mean, because she was like a housewife. She was like a housewife. So, he took care of everything for her, and he always treated her badly, and he was very abusive, and then he just pops up out the blue. I'm like, you say he is shady. He used to create some BS. Man. Man, Hollywood is going to get on that neck. Hollywood is going to get on that neck. You already know, Diva Girl. He'll be like, hold up. And the thing about it is, that man's older than Hollywood, because, Hollywood is like, how many years younger than Vi? Maybe like 15. I want to say like maybe he's like, because he ain't super young, but Aunt Vi is probably about 55. I can't remember her exact age. And I think Hollywood is maybe like 35. So they like 15, 20 years apart, something like that. And Hollywood, he looks good. He looks darn good with his chocolate self. But that Jimmy Dane, Jimmy Bill, Jimmy Dale, Jimmy Johns, he look okay too to be his age with all that white, all this right here. So I hope that he ain't trying to come back into town and reclaim what used to be his after he did her so dog dirty. I don't know. And try to take her back. What y'all think? I hope not. Because if he do, Hollywood is gonna tear that butt up. He gonna try to tear that butt up. And then the thing about it is, the way that he left her, like, y'all remember Aunt Vi? How, I mean, before she met Hollywood, she was going through a lot. And when she met Hollywood, she didn't believe in love again. She didn't believe the man really loved her because she was much older than him. She can't have kids. Y'all remember all that? Like the back and forth. Vi was like, every time Hollywood wanted to move forward, and like move in together and buy a house together, getting married, when he proposed, everything he's ever tried to do for her, try to buy her her own store, buy her vehicles, anything like that. She was always like, no, 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 because she remembers, how her husband used to treat her, how he used to always, he held the purse in the family, the pocketbook. He held the pocketbook in the family. So every time she needed something, she had to ask, and he would throw stuff in her face if she didn't do something right. Didn't cook a meal right, none of that. So she went through a lot with her ex-husband. And then she finds Hollywood. Girl, she must have turned into Stella and got her groove back. She got her groove back, y'all. Hey, Miss Hall. What's up, Miss Ride or Die? Yes, I love this show. I was just telling people that y'all need to binge watch this show if y'all ain't all caught up, or if y'all haven't even watched the show at all. Y'all need to binge watch this show because it is really, really good. And there's so much eye candy in this show. Ralph Angel. Woo. Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. Y'all know I have a thing for dark-skinned guys, right? Like really, really dark-skinned guys. Not just brown, but dark-skinned guys. I don't know what it is. I just always had a thing for dark-skinned guys. So when I first seen Ralph, when I seen Raw on this show, it was all she wrote. I'm like, I'm tuning in every week. I don't know what the show is about, but I'm going to tune in every week to see what this chocolate dude going to do. But yes, he's gorgeous. Nice piece of man candy. But anyway, see, y'all got me up in here sweating under these lights and everything. And I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, I think my son's is home. Huh? Where is it? Did you have fun? Hold on, y'all. My son just got back from the movie. What did y'all go see? Who? Toy Story. Oh, yeah, I forgot that was out. Okay, thank you. They went to see Toy Story. Okay. Yeah, he done went to the movies with his girlfriend. I wonder if he heard me overheard me talking about that man, Ralph Angel. They be like, Mom, stop. I'm like, hey, I ain't dead yet. I'm not dead yet. But anyway, yes, Ralph Angel, he is hot. That's okay, Miss Hogg. It's okay that you came in a little late. It's okay. But, so what do y'all think? Do y'all think Jimmy Dale is going to try to come in between the relationship between Vi and Hollywood? I don't know. I don't know, because, and then remember, she still has lupus. So I'm just like, I hope that he don't come in there and start stirring up stuff. The book is already stirring up stuff. Or if, okay, what if this happens? Let me see. Okay, I might be reaching. Y'all know I be reaching sometime. But what if he gets into it with Nova over the book? Because I think there's some more secrets. I think, okay, y'all remember last episode when Nova had that dream? And she was dreaming, and they were young, and they were running around in the grass, in the field, Nova, Charlie, and Ra. And then, remember, Nova fell down, and, she was picturing them as kids in her dream. And when she rose up from the ground and stood up, she was a woman. She was exactly who she is today. But we haven't seen anything else from that dream yet. I think something might have happened. Like, I would hate to say it, but maybe something, somebody was maybe assaulted. Because there has to be more to this. I mean, especially for Nova. I don't know, like, why did she have the dream? And then Jimmy Dale just pops up. I don't know, y'all. You said Hollywood not gonna play with Jimmy the X. He sure ain't. He showed that ain't. He was like, I don't care who you is, Jimmy Dale, Jimmy John, Jimmy Bob. I love how they be having those country names. They be having like two first names. Jimmy Dale. I'm like, ooh, that's a first. That's a first. But yeah, so I'm anxious to see what's going to happen as far as that is concerned. That is crazy. Nova was like, I sold a few little drugs. I put that in there. I sold some drugs. But yeah, compared to everything that she put in that book and compared to what she did, it's either going to be some more in that book that they just haven't mentioned yet. Nova, I don't know if she did put more in that book because all she spoke about was, the drugs and how that guy, ended up going to jail and, she felt responsible for him going to jail. But other than that, I don't know. I have no idea. But how do y'all feel about the lady who was pushing up on our Ralph Angel? The attorney, the public defender. How do y'all feel about her? Do y'all like her? She cute. She cute with her little boy cut. She got a little cute little hairstyle, I kind of figured that they would probably ended up, liking each other or whatnot. They just happened to meet up again, and his son and her daughter, they run off together playing and whatnot, and then they end up in some massage chairs, talking a little bit, about, what they do per se. But when she mentioned that she was a public defender, did y'all notice, like, he kind of smiled at first, and then he kind of looked off, like, she's a public defender. I'm an ex-con. Like, did y'all get the feeling that he maybe was kind of unsure, about what kind of relationship they could have if they did start a relationship? Yeah, Miss Hall, she's definitely different from Darla by light years. By light years different from Darla. But she seems like a really nice lady. But you know how it is with the public defenders, with lawyers, attorneys, cops, things like that. Dating an ex-con? I wonder if he's going to tell her right away or if she's going to find out in the book and then get pissed off because he didn't tell her. This book could possibly ruin a whole bunch of relationships, a whole bunch of people's lives, possibly. We shall see. We shall see. But I do think I think she's cool. I think she's okay. You said career Roman Ralph Angels need a change. He does need a change. And Darla, as far as the guy that she was dating, he's kind of pushing her to, well, I don't even know if it was like, if they're really dating or if they just went on a date. But, they went on a date and he's kind of pushing her to be a counselor. Because, she's still like in AA. She still goes to the meetings because, she was really strung out on drugs before. Really bad. So she's doing good right now. She's trying to hold herself down, keep herself together, working and whatnot, still going to her meetings and everything. And she met this guy. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about, because usually it doesn't end too well. When two people are in AA and they both used to be addicted to drugs and stuff like that, and then them trying to get together, it usually ends up being one of them goes back and starts using drugs again, and then they might take the other one down with them. So, you said, I do not like him, something's off. Yeah, he's an ex, yeah. And then he talking about, he claims he's like 5 years clean, but he's trying to get her to be a counselor, and she hasn't been clean not even half the time that he's been clean. So, and she's up there like, I don't know, I'm still, basically she's working on herself still and, working on herself as being, a woman, being a mother, and you're right, something don't seem right with him. And when they sat down at the end, her and Ra, and they were talking about, dating and everything and deciding if they should like talk to each other about each other's dates or prospects, whatever. They both agree, they both not ready for that because you can tell they still got a lot of love for each other. They still got a lot of love for each other. She's like, I really don't want to know about anybody you're dating. He's like, vice versa. I really don't want to know about anybody you're dating. But I don't know why. I have a feeling they gonna eventually get back together. Maybe not right away, but I think they will eventually get back together. But yeah, the lady seems cool for Raw. I don't know if it'll work out though because of him being an ex-con. Like, she's an attorney. She's an attorney, and I don't know if how she. And then he ain't told her. And yeah, they just met. That's not something you should have to just put out there right away. But if you're talking about, let's go out again. He did ask her, can they go out? So I don't know if he'll spill the beans to her, or if she'll find the book first and then find out, and then you know how women are. Oh, you kept that from me. Why you didn't tell me you was an ex-fella? Oh, you tried to deceive me. So yeah, you said I do not like. Oh yeah, I read that comment. Miss Hogg, I agree with you too, Diva Girl. Yep, I think something's up. I really do think something's up. I don't know what it is. I don't know. He just seemed too, I don't know, seemed too almost perfect in a, in a kind of sort of way. So we shall see, y'all. But did I hit on everything that I wanted to talk about? I think so. You said she'll do a background check. Probably so. Probably so. You said Ralph, Angel, and Darla still love each other. We think alike. Happy your channel was in my feed. Anusa. Oh, thank you. I'm happy my channel was in your feed too. Thank you so much. I was just saying at the beginning of the video that it really helps when, the supporters and stuff, who watch our videos, any YouTuber out there, how it's important to get thumbs up and, people share your video, give you thumbs up on your video, because that really, helps out with your analytics and help YouTube, refer your channel, refer your video to people. So yeah, see, it's all right there. But yep. So, but I think I hit on everything that I wanted to talk about in this show. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next week to find out what's going to happen when this book comes out and what's going to happen when everybody reads the entire book, and if there's something deeper in that book that we haven't learned about yet, from that book. And also, what is Jimmy Dale doing back in town, y'all? Thank you, Miss Hogg. I appreciate it. I appreciate you so much. So that's everything, you guys. And I had mentioned also at the beginning of the show tonight, or the live tonight, that I was trying to stick to a name for us, for our platform, for, our Primetime Squad. I think most of you probably know that somebody had suggested Primes, and I was like, nah, I don't really like Primes. So I was thinking maybe either something short for Primetime Squad, like PTQs. That's a little catchy for me. If y'all have any suggestions, please feel free to put them in the chat or hit me up in the comment section, because I'm really trying to think of something, some type of abbreviation or some kind of shorter name for us, for our platform. So I was like, Primetime Squad, PT Squad. Yeah, like PT. Did I say PTQ? I meant PT Squad, or I don't know. Or we can just stick to Primetime Squad. That's cool with me too. But I was just trying to get some options, get some kind of ideas from you guys, bounce off some ideas back and forth. So let me know if you think of anything that might be really cool. A short, cool name for our platform. and just hit me up in the chat or hit me up in the comment section. And anybody who's came in late, please, please, please rewind the video all the way from the beginning and check out my live review on Queen Sugar Season 4, Episode 2. I no longer imagine. This last episode was really, really good, y'all. So make sure you watch it if you are not caught up. And again, you can binge watch it on Hulu if you missed the first few seasons or missed all of last season or whatnot. But anyway, as usual, Primetime Squad, y'all know how we do. Stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces. Good night.